Yes, people, welcome back to another video on Thai Sports. Make sure you smash a like, make sure you subscribe because people, Casemiro is leaving the football club. Casemiro is leaving Manchester United at the end of the season. It's been confirmed by the football club. A video has gone out. It's everywhere. And you know what? Boy, Casemiro, I will never disrespect you. I love you, brother. Honestly, as a Manchester United fan, I just want to make this video straight away because while it's fresh in my mind and while the emotions are quite raw, I just think, Casemiro, the first thing I'm going to say is thank you, brother. Honestly, from the heart, because I feel like you've come to Manchester United in a time in 2022 when obviously there's managerial changes. Eric Ten Hag come in, signed you towards the end of the window after trying to get Frankie de Jong, and you came to a Man United team where we didn't quite know where it was going. We didn't quite know where it was heading as a football fan base, as the ownership, even Ten Hag coming in as a new manager, his ideas. And you were the big summer signing in midfield that we needed. It lacked leadership, it lacked emotion, it lacked passion. It lacked someone with the know-how, someone that's been there and done it. And you come from Real Madrid after winning trophies after trophies at the back end of your career to test yourself at Manchester United, to play in the Premier League, fulfill your dream and come to Manchester United, technically the second biggest club in the world behind Real Madrid, the club you came from. And I remember when you were signed, people were saying his legs have gone. People were saying he's not good enough on the ball. And you had doubts before you even kicked a ball at Old Trafford. But over your time here, which is technically going to be 4 years when it comes to the end of this season, you have been a success. And I'm so glad that we got to see you play at this football club because, yes, players have dips in their form. Players can go up and down in their momentum, especially at his age and playing in such a important position, by the way, in the number 6, which can control games, or you're there as a destroyer to destroy games and break things up. It's not easy. A lot of eyes are on you. But one thing Casemiro done when he wore this Man United shirt is that he gave 100%. He did not come off that pitch with a stone left not unturned. He made sure he gave everything he could to this football club. And even when you see him on the weekend, which is just so, it just sums him up as a player. And in this release coming out, he's leaving the football club, that Michael Carrick comes into the football club on 3 days' notice, plays Manchester City in the derby. We dominate them. Casemiro is brilliant. The player of the match on that pitch comes off with 15 minutes to go. And when the second goal goes in, he's the player that runs down and celebrates with Michael Carrick. The emotion, the presence, how much it means to him still when he's won everything at his age and he could retire in the sunset right now in Brazil. But no, he still wants to get us in the Champions League. He still wants to win these big games. That desire, that heart, that passion. You can't buy that. Casemiro is a winner. Casemiro has that determination. Even when he's playing sport with his friends now on the beach in the future, he's playing beach volleyball or whatever it might be, he will want to win. Because when you're a winner and you have that instinct inside of you, that carries through for the rest of your life. No matter if you're playing a board game, no matter if you're throwing a penny by the ball and you're saying who can land it closer, Casemiro will want to win every game. And when I see his passion with Carrick on the touchline, I loved it. The emotion, it was raw. And you know what? When he signed for us from Real Madrid for around 60 million, I believe it wasn't easy. I remember losing to Brighton and Brentford the first 2 games of the season, and we had to change something up. And that season, we went on to win the Carabao Cup in his first season in 2023. And, he played such an important part in that. Getting the big goal as well. Obviously, Rashford scored. Casemiro scored, and that was a powerful header. And I remember it was like, yeah, I'm here. And he loved it. And I'm glad he won trophies because I feel like when you come to Manchester United, you want to win at least something. You don't want to come to a club like Man United and not say to people you didn't win anything. And of course, he won the FA Cup as well with us under Eric Ten Hag in his second season. So to win the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup's obviously brilliant. Yeah, we fell short in obviously the Europa League final, which he would have loved to win because I don't think he's lost the European final, if I'm not wrong, when he's played in it. That, he came here and he won something. He showed that leadership. You know, he showed that influence. He was a mentor for younger players. You know, always putting an arm around their shoulder, learning English as well. And people might think that's just you should learn English anyway, but like not everyone wants to learn a language and become better at it. He wanted to do that. Now he speaks much better English. He's a fan of this football club. Casemiro said it. He loves this football club. He's going to be following us even when he leaves, and I believe him because you can't act how he acts and be fake. He's real. You know, there's some goals he scored for us that are so important. I remember the goal against Chelsea that he scored and that performance. He's popped up with so many big moments in terms of goals and being a threat in the set pieces. And we're still going to see it to this day. We've still got 4 months of Casemiro still left at the football club. And I'm not saying let's go and celebrate him because we've still got an objective to achieve in top 4 and top 5. But one thing I do know that he will do, and I love that, is that he's going to give 100 million% until that final whistle blows in May, when he kicks his last ball at Old Trafford or away from home, whoever we've got last game of the season. He is going to be there. And right now, he's going to be an integral part of the team for Michael Carrick. Him and Kobbie Mainoo, I believe, are going to be the pivot midfielders that are going to carry us week by week into this top 4, top 5 challenge. And I believe that they can do it. Casemiro will leave everything on the pitch 1 game a week. He can do that for 70 minutes a week. Kobbie Mainoo coming in, believes in the club, loves the club, an academy product. You've got 2 people that really care in the middle of the park now. One with that destroying ability, one with the technical ability like Kobbie. But I just think Casemiro to come here when he did, big money move, the pressure was on. And when I look at it, the end of the window when he leaves in the summer, he has been a success. I think on the pitch, off the pitch, leadership, influence, big goals, big moments, coming back from being doubted, from being dropped, and people saying he should be sold, including me at one point. I was like, do you know what? I think we should cash in. His legs are gone now. To prove people wrong like me and the rest of the fans that we can hold our hands up and say, yeah, do you know what? Fair play. You came back and showed people that you can still compete and play at the highest level. I love that. I'm a football fan. I love people proving me wrong. If you play for my football club and I question you and you show me with performances, amazing. I can hold my hands up because I love that. Because if you're doing well for the football club, that means Man United are winning games. But yeah, man, I just think Casemiro deserves this video because it's just a thank you, really, because he came to us when we was kind of in the unknown. We've tried many midfielders in that position. Morgan Schneidlin, Bastian Schweinsteiger, Fellaini come in, Matic come in. And this is all since Michael Carrick's left the football club because we've struggled to replace him. Casemiro has been the most successful one out of all of these since he's joined the club. People might say Matic. I disagree. I think Casemiro, I think there's been more consistent performances in someone like Casemiro than there has been in Matic. I remember Casemiro more than I remember Matic. And yeah, man, he deserves a big send-off. And I think he'll go back to Brazil or maybe go to the Italian league or Saudi Arabia. I think Saudi could come in for him. I think he's got a lot to offer still there. But yeah, big up Casemiro, man. Some big moments there, some special moments. And I hope you can help us get into the Champions League now. You deserve it. I think the fans deserve it as well. And it'll be great for Michael Carrick. So let's see what happens between now and the end of the season, people. But Casemiro has been confirmed that he's leaving the football club at the end of the season by Manchester United. And guys, drop a like, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on Casemiro and his whole 10 here. What would you rate it out of 10? I'm so intrigued. I think out of 10, I'll give it a 7 because you've also got to think about the team you're playing in and everything. But him as a player, his leadership, his influence and everything, I think he was a solid 7 out of 10. He gave it his all. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.